up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the bitches. Wanna play tough and wanna hate this. I'll always show up.
Welcome in, everyone. How you guys doing? If you guys inside there, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the all notifications so you know when I'll be posting stuff. I'm gonna be doing reactions all week long. You don't know how long I've worked up and waited to take this week off. Whole week is mine. Yeah. Ooh. We're gonna be growing this channel, so if you guys are new, stay tuned. Usually we be doing a bunch of music reactions, because that's what I usually do. Anime, movies, etc. But I was covering a few stories that a few channels have been covering, and I've reacted to them, and I've gotten some great feedback. So I've been having a few people suggest stuff for me to react to, little news stuff that comes up, and this was one of them. And I was like, oh, okay, we got this, I think, this morning. Somebody said, jump on this. So I was like, all right, let's see what's happening. So we got here, CNN leaks footage of Candace Owens exposing P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Well, I don't think P. Diddy can be exposed any more than he already is. I mean, what more do we need to see? What more do we need to hear? I mean, at this point, he's beyond saving. Really and truly. Jay-Z, I gotta see what's happening here. God, so far it's all alleged, you know what I mean? But then, they say where there's fire, or where there's smoke, there's always fire. Let me get that right, you know? People don't purposely leave breadcrumbs behind, but sometimes they unintentionally do. Let's go.
The allegations against Diddy don't seem to be stopping anytime soon. An American commentator and author, Candace Owens.
He's not in jail, he's a Fed/CIA sec. Kanye tried to tell everyone, oh shoot, y'all trying to say this is why he ain't getting in no trouble.
Owens is the latest one to come out with her own stories about the bad boy mogul. For starters, she seems to think that the reason why Diddy's gotten away with so many crimes for all these years is the fact that he's working with the FBI. And in a tweet, she talked about how—
that's what I'm saying. Let me find out that he's been working with the feds. But then as well, you see all these crimes that people committing, you gotta wonder, like, bro, what kind of power do you have? Because if it was any ordinary person on the road, bro, they'd be arrested. They'd be in jail. Police would be at their door trying to get them for something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, makes you wonder what kind of connection or what kind of dirt you have as certain officials or whoever that are that powerful, why nobody touching you. You know what I'm saying?
How people called Kanye a fool when he tried to out Diddy, but he's been right all along.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, f you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, f you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the up about you shut the about my—
I remember this Drink Champs, but I didn't watch all of it. I don't remember this part on the Drink Champs, unless he's had another one. I remember when he went in, no, it was a different one, when he went in with Big Sean. But I remember clips from this, but I don't remember this part. This is why a lot of people think Kanye is fucking crazy, yeah? And then when things play out, all of a sudden it's, yo, you know something? Kanye was right. Yo, Kanye is a different-minded individual. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes Kanye is misunderstood because he has no filter. And as it comes here in his brain, it just whoop. And people are like, whoa. But not because it has no filter don't mean there's no truth behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Michael.
Right. For starters, she seems to think that the reason why Diddy's gotten away with so many crimes for all these years is the fact that he's working with the FBI. And
let me find out
about how people called Kanye a fool when he tried to out Diddy, but he's been right all along.
Looks like Kanye West just leaked some of his text messages from Diddy. This is getting interesting.
Now, for those of you who don't know,
let me find out the D in Fed stand for
Diddy was
diddler.
Exposed on an episode of Drink Champs a few years ago, but suspiciously the video was deleted a few days later. A few years later, Kanye also released screenshots of the conversation between him and Diddy, calling the diddler out for being an FBI informant to protect his own dirty secrets. So Candace is officially confirming that she believes what Kanye was saying.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley.
I got receipts here, bro.
Control LeBron James.
LeBron.
Control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, shit.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
And not just that, though. Kanye's also been naming a few celebrities who are Diddy's accomplices when it comes to all of his illegal dealings. And, man,
Hey,
if you
let's
look
go.
at how big that roster is, you'll probably lose your mind.
Yeah, bro. I'm
They
probably
ain't giving
listening.
us money, they giving us acknowledgement. I don't want your acknowledgement. And I went so far past any level of acknowledgement. You know, I was banished, I was exiled, I was canceled multiple times. So what, I done had like my kids not show up to Sunday service right in front of everybody. And you know what I mean? Like I'm crying to see my daughter and all of the usual suspects, the handlers, Dave Chappelle, Meek Mills, Diddy, all these people aren't in position. Now for us as celebrities, they got to call and put a leash on them. What we gonna do with Ye?
Bro, man, called out Dave Chappelle, you know. Damn. Shit. Yo,
Delusion. That's the
don't
best.
find
Dave,
out this
give him
is
a call.
true, man.
Diddy,
Not
give him
Dave.
a call. Tell him we ain't like the T-shirt. Tell him like right now the agenda is this is the voting agenda for the celebrities, for the black. Make them do exactly what LeBron would do. Make them do exactly what Drake would do. And y'all know my stance on this.
You know,
Drake, you getting shots, bruh. Shots still coming your way. Like, seriously, bro, you ain't surviving this, bruh. They bringing back old tapes when smoke was coming to you. Shit. Drake ain't getting no break.
since Kanye's never had a problem calling people out for their dirty crimes, it makes sense how he was exiled from the entertainment industry by the people in power who painted him as an idiot who would say anything for attention.
They did,
But
though.
everything
They
Kanye
did.
has said in the past seems to be making a lot of sense now, don't it?
It's the lawsuit that we have been covering and following. So much being revealed. You're not going to believe that somehow it is connected to Michael Jackson and his death. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of terrified. I think this is
Oh,
gonna
my
go.
heart jumped just now. Oh, shit. Oh, my heart just, I was like, yo, bro, why the fuck is Mike's picture up there? And they're saying it's connected to his death. Are they trying to say these motherfuckers had something to do with Mike's death? Like, yo, let the late great just rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying? But still, let's go.
The last day that I cover it, I thought that we were in full conspiracy theory territory when people were saying that Michael Jackson was killed. I actually know a lot of people that are in the industry who believe that Michael Jackson was killed, and I just thought it just sounds too whacked out
man.
to
They
believe
took him.
that somebody
They took him
intentionally
out, bro.
killed Michael Jackson. Now, I want to
Him
remind
and
you before we
Prince,
get
they
back
took
into
them
Michael
out, bro.
Jackson, what we learned in the Diddy document. If you read through them, again, these are all allegations, but you will come out of it understanding that there is allegedly some sort of a blackmail ring that is operating throughout Hollywood, and that artists that are producing music are actually being controlled via being induced into drugs at parties, and then what takes place is they're being recorded, and sometimes they're being recorded while they are
Yeah, who's this?
committing sexual
Who's this right here? I don't know who this is. Somebody tell me who that is. I don't know.
acts with minors. And something that we also saw in these docs is that these parties, at least a lot of them, are taking place in the Virgin Islands, which again
Oy.
just makes you go, what's happening here? Because Jeffrey Epstein, obviously, his home, or he owned an island.
No, you did not. She just said the Virgin fucking Islands, yeah? Which is in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean, you got two different Virgin Islands. You got the BVI, the British Virgin Islands, and you got the USVI, the US Virgin Islands. British Virgin Islands belong to England. They're still dependent, so they wave the flag. US Virgin Islands fall under America. In Drake's last track, wasn't he talking about telling Sexy Red, yo, let's go down to St. Martin. I'll take you to St. Martin. What was it? Did he say St. Thomas? But you know what I mean? Just even for the fact for even bringing in the Virgin Islands. I didn't catch it the first time I reacted to the track, because when I was listening to again, he was breaking down some Caribbean islands. And I was like, yo, fam, what you doing all the way down in the Virgin Islands, bro? Now, what's wrong with you, bro? Well, you coming down here to come and jack some stuff, but now you're gonna tell me Virgin Islands. I'm kind of. Is this where these guys be going to? Yeah, come on, man.
Committing sexual acts with minors. And something that we also saw in these docs is that these parties, at least a lot of them, are taking place in the Virgin Islands, which again just makes you go, what's happening here? Because Jeffrey Epstein, obviously, his home, or he owned an island that was just off the coast of St. Thomas. So we hear that again. And I'd say the biggest point that we took away from these Diddy docs was that this ring, if you believe it exists, can and will murder people to protect themselves. And he intimated this event that happened allegedly at a recording studio where Diddy and his son allegedly.
Hold up there, man. Sorry, guys. This is my reaction here. I'm doing this here right now. I don't want to just allegedly. You, my everything. Lyrics. I can't even spell. D-R-A-K-E. Put in the Drake part, bro. You my everything lyrics. No. I need to check something here. Cause post credit. Man, hold on, let me pull this up here. Okay, yeah. All right, here we are. Rockin' the City 1 to Soon Librarian. Let's do a show to the city. So let's get a fuck out of city. Maybe we can go to St. Lucia. I've been there, so I'll introduce you. Or maybe you go to St. Martin with me if these niggas take break and quit starting with me. Maybe to St. Kitts. Yeah. St. Martin, man. St. Martin is right next to St. Thomas. They like sister brother islands. You know what I'm saying? From St. Martin to St. Thomas, it's like 25 minutes, half an hour by boat. If you jump in a plane, you're over there in 5 minutes. It's next door. Literally, you go on one side of the island on the beach, chilling, you look over and you can see lights driving across on the next island. That's how close they are. So even that one, I was like, bro, what are you doing in St. Martin? Yeah, I know people are going to tell me I'm thinking I might be reaching. But every time I think I reach, everybody jumps in my comments and be like, nah, fam, you ain't reaching. You're not reaching. You're not reaching. So I'm thinking maybe I'm reaching. But why is everybody so interested in going down to the USVI? Y'all stay the fuck out of the Caribbean, yeah? Caribbean ain't want none of y'all bullshit with that shit. Like, real talking. Keep that shit out the Caribbean. We ain't into that fuckery. Like, I know there's a problem everywhere in the world. It exists in every place, but I don't bring down your shit to come and use. Yeah, no. Let's go.
He shot someone, and it was covered up by the LAPD and then the media. Within those docs, and this is where it gets relevant, there is one man that is named as being the person that can do the cleanup. So in these docs, it says, Mr. Combs instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad, that is Fahim Muhammad, if they are ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. Diddy and his son shot someone. And after that shooting, the documents say explicitly that Mr. Muhammad spoke with the LAPD after G was shot at the recording studio. The LAPD was in the recording studio and witnessed the blood in the restroom, and they went with the bogus claim that the shooting of G occurred outside of the studio. This was all thanks to Mr. Muhammad's connections within law enforcement, allegedly. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The cleanup guy, Mr. Fahim Muhammad, was also on the scene when Michael Jackson died. So I want to introduce you to and allow you to listen to Ian Carroll. He's an independent journalist that is investigating everything that is going on, and he explains that connection.
So this new lawsuit just came out that shows tons of evidence that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, has been running a sexual blackmail operation very much like Jeffrey Epstein, but in the rap and music industry for basically 30 years. And in that lawsuit, we learned that his head of security while he's running the sexual blackmail ring is this guy named Fahim Muhammad, who before working for Diddy was the head of security for Michael Jackson when he was only 21. And he was one of the first people on the scene when Michael Jackson died. And before we go to Michael Jackson, the most important part of the Diddy case to bring across is the fact that the record executives at the very top knew what P. Diddy was doing.
I know we have conspiracy theories, and I know, like, you know, but as I said, there's no fucking, no smoke if there's no fire. Like, I'm still getting my head around this. The same security guy. So was he the same security guy when Michael died? All right.
They were attending the parties with underage girls where they were spiking drinks. They were deeply involved in Diddy's personal life, and all evidence points to them supporting his operation.
Bro, all
Now, in the
truth's gonna come
past,
to the
Owens
light.
has also been vocal about her suspicions when it comes to Michael Jackson's sudden death. And let's just say that Diddy's got a few murder allegations already, so this doesn't really come as too much of a surprise. So Owens claims the man who allegedly covered up Diddy's son shooting somebody was Michael Jackson's head of security and was at the scene when the King of Pop died.
To tell the masses that Michael Jackson was a raging anti-Semite. It is a fact, by the way, that Michael Jackson did keep a list of people in the industry that he said were his enemies, okay? On that list were people that all happened to be Jewish. So it was lawyer Gloria Allred, music exec Tommy Mottola, Rabbi Shmuley Boteach, you may have heard of him, and I'm going to mention him later, Israeli illusionist Uri Geller, and also Michael Jackson's former manager, Dieter Wiesner. Now, to be clear, it was Dieter himself that revealed that Michael Jackson had this list, but he says that Michael Jackson was just paranoid, that Michael Jackson thought that these industry people were all colluding to try to ruin his life and to take over his life. And again, that was just Michael Jackson.
Not just that, Owens also revealed that Michael had a list of his enemies on paper, and he thought that a bunch of industry people wanted to control him and take over his life. So is it possible that Diddy was one of them?
Partying together. So in the authorities' mind, they feel like Puff knew what Meech was doing. Then with the introduction to Jacob and different people, and a lot of people going to jail for money laundering and stuff like that, Puff being, and this is documented, Puff being a CI for an FBI agent. I said this years ago, that Kim and Kirk Burrows took some paperwork. They was taking some papers up to the.
And I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me, yeah? Sometimes I have to hear out Gene Deal when he talks, you know. Because Gene Deal's been saying some stuff for a long time. And he ain't had no cease and desist. He ain't had nobody suing him. Ain't nobody gone for Gene Deal, because Gene Deal ain't that guy either. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, though, you ain't see nobody trying to drag him to court to, like, everybody else they be doing it too. You know, so sometimes I'm wondering, like, yo, bro, man's out here talking the truth, though. Because you can't go fight down the truth. When somebody's speaking the truth, bro, the most you try to do is pay them off to shut the fuck up. You don't even want to take them to court. Because in court, all your skeletons coming out that motherfucking closet. You know what I'm saying? And it's documented. So, boy. Man saying, well, Diddy was a fucking Fed this whole time, bro. There's this time with Tupac, bro, with the whole police over there when he died and nobody could find any evidence and like, I'm really feeling, yo, he had his hands in a lot more than we know.
FBI, so like when they was here in New York, they was taking paperwork up there and stuff like that. Don't know what it was, but later on found out that he was a CI. You understand? Now, what happens? He don't have that. The guy probably, that was 20, 30 years, 20 some years ago. The guy probably retired. Puff ain't dealing with him. No, he didn't pass Puff on or something like that.
Yeah.
So now, Puff been dodging the legal system. With the, people had it wrong. They think it was with the Black Mafia family. No, it was with Butt Naked. I said this years ago. The person that he said is his senior advisor, Corey Jacobs. Corey had 9 16-to-life sentences for drug trafficking. You make him your senior advisor, even though that was your man, he coming home. That's your man, patching pots and pans. But Wolf was the one who took care of them when they was away. You know what I'm saying? Wolf was the one who took care of them. So now, you got all these, you know, these characters, you know, around you. What they gonna think when they come to your house?
All this chatter has once again led to conversations about Diddy's similarities to Jeffrey Epstein.
And I know Wolf, when he talk about Wolf with the whole situation with BMF And you know what I mean? I think somebody was trying to bring out that this was all orchestrated by Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Because we don't know how true this is, but all of that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him. They weren't there. Drama didn't kick off. You know what I'm saying? Like, P. Diddy has had his hands in too many pots. And it's coming to a point now they're overboiling and they're ready to burn. Like, you see pressure cookers. You can't open them too quick, but they just, yeah, that's what they're doing right now.
Under the child trafficking and recording videos of people to give to the FBI. Now, just like Epstein, Diddy's job has been to collect evidence against powerful people in the industry as an exchange to hide his own crime.
Diddy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy things that's going on with this story, Diddy, right? I mean, a lot of people are calling him the Epstein of the music, the Hollywood world.
Every room in Diddy's mansions were wired with cameras. And he had some of the footage, he had some of the pictures, and he displayed those in the lawsuit that came out. And this was used for blackmail material. They'd bring in these people. A lot of these people were also aspiring young artists in the music industry. And then these parties were sponsored by Motown Records CEO, Universal Records CEO. This goes all the way to the top. And so you get these people in compromising situations. The drinks were laced. The videotapes were hot. And then at the end of the day, you wake up the next morning, what did I do? And then they have compromising material on you. And then they can guide your career. They could kill your career, but they got you. And it wasn't just people in the music business. As you said, there were athletes, there were celebrities, there were politicians, people from the royal family. And we were also told by the former bodyguard that Diddy was an FBI informant. So he was a snitch and was feeding information to the feds. And we don't know what that means.
Even Suge Knight has claimed that Diddy was in with the FBI because he knew things.
So you see some as well too. So as much as they say he has a lot of information on people and blackmail, you know. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who want to see his downfall. That's what happens when you make too many enemies. You don't even know where that shot is coming from, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Suge. Same thing with Suge.
Now decided to turn on him. That means that the diddler's gonna have a lot of enemies waiting for him in jail.
Did you, Diddy, and Cat ever hang out where, and the reason why I'm asking this, where you actually personally witnessed some of the accusations that Diddy is having, saying the fact that he had cameras in the room?
But listen, thing I'm gonna tell you, we from two different worlds. Number one, him and I. Number two, I'm the guy they didn't want to invite to those parties. Never been happy to be left out of my life. But at the same time, I'm not the guy who's in for Puffy's downfall. But I am the guy who supports the victims who got victimized, right? But at the same time, whatever the situation is, everybody knows it's wrong. And I don't think he can get punished as hard as a regular person because, you know, he should be an FBI informant for a long time, they say. So I'm quite sure that play a role.
You're saying...
Asking the question, me, Cat, and Puffy, we had no reason to be hanging out. Me and Cat, and not me and Puffy.
Got it. So you're saying Diddy's an FBI informant, and he's been one for many years.
That's what they say, and that never happens, but it's still, like I say, it ain't my business. Well, I said that because anybody else gaffered up quick, fast, in a hurry. But, you know, the most important thing about this is that with me, you got some people will have a opinion on something that either they weren't a part of or they wasn't there. And I never want to be
that man. Suge, how many people
Find that hard
did
to
you...
believe? Well, guess
I
what?
mean, I hear that as well, but Suge, how many people have you had done over? Maybe in the same way, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? Because Suge was a monster. He was a fucking monster, blood. Yeah, but P. Diddy was behind closed doors getting stuff done. Suge was there. I want to be there. Fucking monster, blood. Yes, I'm saying. All sins come back to catch you, bro. You gotta be careful like this, you know what I mean?
Right after the raids, TMZ tweeted a photo showing Diddy interacting with the feds while his drug mule, Brendan Paul, was the one taken into custody. Now, if the FBI did get their hands on Diddy, why wouldn't they just arrest him? Unless, of course, you know, he was secretly in on the whole thing.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake have been trading jabs all weekend.
Yeah.
It's set the internet ablaze because they've been
took us away from P. Diddy,
pedophilia. There have been claims of domestic violence, of hidden children.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side.
I blame Cat Williams, bro. Cat Williams started this year off with smoke. And it's been nothing but fucking smoke since. Yeah, it's like Cat came out the bag this year and let y'all know, like, this year's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking crazy. People thought it was a joke.
Period. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yes.
The truth is the light.
And this ain't just limited to Diddy. Because remember when Cat Williams said that 2024 would be the year everybody's crimes would be exposed? After Diddy, looks like Drake's next in line to be exposed for his inappropriate behavior with the minors. Not to mention the entire situation with Diddy's hotel surveillance footage being leaked too, proving that every single word Cassie alleged in her now said a lawsuit was true. But yo, guess what? Diddy might not even get arrested for it.
If you've seen that horrific video, surveillance footage of Diddy punching, kicking, throwing things at Cassie and attacking her repeatedly.
Yo, that video was disgusting.
And you are asking yourself, after watching that hotel surveillance footage from 2016, why had it not come out until now? According to Cassie, the victim in that footage, in the lawsuit that she filed last year against Diddy, she claims that Diddy paid the hotel to get that footage, gave them $50,000, and
it disappeared.
Problem solved.
But somebody was smart enough to record it.
Of that footage.
Somebody was smart enough to record it.
What I believe happened is in the recent raid of Diddy's multiple properties, the government came into possession of that, and the government, somebody there leaked it because Team Diddy had that until now, paid $50,000 for it, and everybody at that hotel in Los Angeles responsible for this should be held criminally responsible, because if they saw an act of violence, a crime being committed, they had an obligation to report that, and they didn't. Shame on them. Shame on them.
According to blogger Perez Hilton, Diddy paid the hotel $50K not to release the footage of him abusing Cassie that's now surfaced. And if he's got that kind of cash to keep a video from seeing a lot of day, just imagine what else he might be hiding too.
Bro, it's serious out here. It's serious out here. Like, it's serious out here. I don't care what nobody's saying. Like, 2024 is going to be the year of truths. You know what I'm saying? Real talking. But yeah, either which way, everybody is meant to be deemed innocent until proven guilty. You know, these are all alleges. We have to say that because, you know, until we have concrete facts and it's right in front of you, we're just going off what people say. At the same time, if this is true, which we all have our opinions, and we already kind of steer down one path already, you know, this is just disgusting. But yeah, you guys want to see me react to anything else? Yo, let me know. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, because I got a bunch of reactions coming out all day today, all day tomorrow. We going through all week. And yeah, have a good day. Stay blessed. Take care.